Shocker, folks, Candace Owens is back on the rumor mill, and this time she claims to be in possession of sensational footage from one of those very legendary P. Diddy parties. But here's the cherry on the cake. According to her, this video features Taylor Swift. Yes, you heard her. Taylor, the queen of pop, was allegedly a guest or maybe even a participant in the events, which Candace calls, to put it mildly, inappropriate. This is a bombshell. Candace, of course, is a master of provocation, and her publication immediately exploded social networks. In her own style, she didn't mince words and hinted that the Hollywood stars we love so much may not behave the way we used to think. But it begs the big question: is this a real scoop or just another attempt to get attention? There's something going on out there that you don't even know about, Candace confidently stated in her post. Her post is accompanied by footage that shows the party in full swing, guests dancing, laughing, but who these people are, it's hard to make out. The internet literally boiled. Fans divided into two camps. Some are defending Taylor, others are beginning to doubt, what if it's true? What really happened there? Looks like we're in for a real Hollywood detective story. But is it true? Or are we seeing another example of provocation? Let's find out. Well, you know that P. Diddy is not just a producer, it's a whole era. And he's also known for his epic parties that are legendary. But here's the catch: these parties haven't just been about fun for a long time. Amidst all the scandals surrounding Diddy's name, they're now taking on a whole new dimension. And you know who's fueling the fire? Candace Owens! Yes, our queen of expose is back in action. The party itself, according to the rumors, was epic. A closed guest list, no press, just the showbiz elite. Such events are called insider events by fans because getting there is like winning a golden ticket to the world of the rich and famous. But it seems that something happened at these parties that should not be shown to the public. And now Candace is confidently declaring, "I'll show you what's behind those glamorous facades." Her publication literally divided the internet. Some immediately began to defend Taylor. She couldn't be a part of this. Fans wrote, others began to question, what if it's true? At one point, she even demanded the publication of all the poems, The Fractured Mirror World, in order to save her crown, and so it defied our norms. And now show you what's behind those glamorous facades has been given the focus it deserves. While more is behind the scenes rumors, well, friends, it looks like the story is just beginning. The video, which Candace posted on social media, shows the crowd of guests at the party having fun at full throttle. Dancing, cocktails, laughter, it all looks pretty usual for a social event. But Candace hints that what we're seeing is just the tip of the iceberg. According to her, there were things going on behind the scenes that the guests would rather keep quiet about, and that's where the fun part begins. There's always more than meets the eye at these events, Candace writes in her post. And now pay attention, one of the girls in the shot, according to Candace, is Taylor Swift. Now that's a twist, isn't it? The video shows a young woman in a silver dress, and to be honest, from the silhouette and style, you'd really think it's Taylor. But the girl's face isn't exactly clear, so fans immediately split into two camps. One wrote, "Taylor Swift at such a party? You're out of your mind, it's not her level." And others countered, "Why not? She's a human being, and she probably just wanted to have fun." Look, isn't it funny how people are willing to build whole theories on one blurry video? So let's take a look back at what kind of year 2016 was for Taylor. It was the peak of her fame after the release of her 1989 album. She literally skyrocketed to the top, garnering millions of fans around the world, and at the same time she was actively expanding her social circle, appearing at events with major showbiz figures. Back then, Taylor was really building connections with the industry's most influential people, so her possible presence at P. Diddy's party is, well, let's just say it's not such an unbelievable assumption. Taylor has always been very ambitious. She's been looking for new contacts and opportunities, but that doesn't mean she's done anything wrong, says an insider in her inner circle. So really, let's not label her right away. After all, P. Diddy's parties have always been a magnet for stars. They're private events where Hollywood's elite gather, musicians, actors, producers, anyone. Sometimes such parties become a place for making serious deals or discussing new projects. But what was it that got us all hooked in the first place? Probably the fact that Taylor's name was in this context. After all, we're usually used to seeing her in a completely different light, sweet, bright, and far from the dark side of Hollywood. However, the possibility that she could have appeared at this party cannot be ruled out. And then the main question arises, what if it's a fake after all, or on the contrary, the truth? Only Taylor or her representatives can shed light on this situation, but so far they are keeping silent. And that silence is only fueling the interest. As soon as Candace Owens published her scandalous video, the internet literally split in two. On one side, ardent fans of Taylor Swift who defend her honor to the last. On the other are Candace's supporters who are sure that she just wants to shed light on the secrets of Hollywood. If you want me to pare down my entire thoughts on the subject, I'm sure you can. Let's start with Taylor's fans. They're standing up for their queen for a reason. Taylor is at the height of her success right now. Her Eras Tour is a cultural phenomenon that is breaking records and making millions of fans around the world go crazy. She literally lives her music, updating old albums and adding new nuances to them. And now, against this backdrop, someone is trying to drag her into a questionable scandal. It's all jealousy. Taylor is on top right now, and some people just can't stand it, one of her fans writes on Twitter. And it's true. After all, Taylor is not only a talented singer, but also a person who has always been far from dirty stories. To many, she is a symbol of the lighter side of the industry. So it's not surprising that her fans believe that Candace's publication is nothing but a provocation. But Candace's supporters are serious. They're sure if she's posting something, it's for a reason. Candace always says things that others are afraid to voice. She's not afraid to go against the system and expose what goes on behind closed doors, one of her followers writes. And this is where we run into an interesting dilemma. On the one hand, Candace is indeed known for her loud statements. On the other hand, she's been in situations where she's been accused of exaggerating or distorting facts. So who should we believe? And now the most curious moment, Taylor is still silent. Yes, at the time of publishing this article, the singer and her representatives have not made a single comment. And that silence speaks louder than words. Taylor is aware of this publication, but she is not going to waste time on provocation. Her priority right now is her music and tour, an insider from her entourage shares. And that's pretty much her style. And Taylor has always been a person who focuses on work, not scandals. And frankly, she does have better things to do right now. Her tour is one of the biggest and most successful ever. Harris and Michelle Obama also committed suicide. But while Taylor is ignoring the noise for P. Diddy, this video could be another blow to her reputation. Amidst all the allegations against him lately, including a lawsuit from Cassie, this party becomes another drop that could tip the cup over. Every day we learn more about what went on behind closed doors. If this video turns out to be authentic, P. Diddy will have a lot to answer for, claims a music industry insider. And most intriguingly, P. Diddy's lawyers have also remained silent. While the internet is full of discussions, they are not making any statements, which only fuels interest in the situation. Candace's publication has raised questions not only for Taylor and P. Diddy, but also for Owens herself. Some believe her statement is nothing more than an attempt to draw attention to herself and her brand. Candace is known for being provocative. She knows how to get people talking about herself and takes every opportunity to do so, claims one commenter on Twitter. On the other hand, her supporters believe that she is just trying to tell the truth behind the glossy facades of Hollywood. And in 2018, it took Uber under 10 minutes to pick up ON. Candace is always saying what others are afraid to voice. Her stance may be uncomfortable, but that's her strength, her follower writes. Now the entire public is literally holding its breath, waiting to see what will happen next. After all, the situation is getting more and more tense. If Taylor Swift or her team do make a statement, it could either confirm or deny the loud accusations of Candace Owens. Either way, the internet will be discussing this story for a long time to come. Taylor is focused on her tour and her music right now. She just doesn't want to be distracted by such provocations, claims one of her close insiders. Indeed, the Eras Tour has become quite the sensation. Taylor's concerts are drawing crowds of thousands of fans, and her updated albums continue to climb the charts. It would seem she has no time for such gossip. But if this story continues to gain momentum, the singer may have to break her silence to bring closure once and for all. As for P. Diddy, his position is becoming increasingly precarious. The Cassie scandal has already dealt a serious blow to his reputation. And if the video Candace is talking about does turn out to be authentic, it could be another link in a chain of problems that will be extremely difficult for P. Diddy to recover from. Every day, we learn new details about what really went on at his parties. If this video is found to be real, he's gonna have a lot to answer for, says one music industry expert. The situation illustrates how easy it is to turn rumors into sensationalism these days. One video, one high-profile publication, and already the name of one of the most famous singers and a legendary producer is embroiled in a new scandal. But is it really so? What do you think? Do you believe Candace's words, or do you think it's just another attempt at provocation for attention? Perhaps the truth is somewhere in the middle, but one thing is for sure, the internet will not forget this story for a long time.